guys, welcome to Flat Tutorials, and first of all I wanted to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, so let's move on to our car game, and as you can see in the last episode we have created our car to have its handbrakes, and now we wanted to add some slip to it when we apply handbrakes. Okay. So I'm gonna be fast in this tutorial because this is gonna be this may goes a bit more long video. Okay. So just go on to one of the wheel colliders and click on this book icon. Okay, now a document will gonna open. Okay. So now I want you to click on somewhat wheel friction curve, and you will send. Basically, it's not working right now. Okay, so go down to the wheel friction curve, and as you can see, we have a graph over here. Okay, so basically, what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're going to handle these four values, and this value in this episode. Okay, so let me tell you what these values means. Okay, so this is a graph of a tire which is having a force and a slip. Okay, so basically what the externum slip and externum value which are present in the parameters of the collider component, so these value means that if this much of force is applied, then if this much of the slip is applied, then you will get this much of the force as an output. Now externum is a value we can set to denote what is the maximum amount of force or slip you can have, and asymptote value, basically asymptote value is the limited value on which you can get the maximum amount of force as an output. Okay, so these values just mean this, and the tire takes the slip as an input and gives you force. Takes slip as an input and gives force as an output. Now, the stiffness value. Stiffness is you can say you are getting some sort of friction coming out from the wheel, and you are multiplying that value to the value which is in between 0 and 1. Okay. So so that you can optimize that friction by multiplying it to a value. Now we're going to use this stiffness as to change our friction. Okay, as to change the friction of our tire, and yeah. So basically, let me tell you what it looks like in the wheel collider. Now wheel colliders have these values in two different sections. One is forward friction and one is sideward friction. Now forward friction, as the word says, it is applied on the forward direction. Now what this means is you're applying friction on the forward direction, and sideward friction means you are catching the value of the friction on sideways, means basically, as you can see on the red axis, which is the x-axis, and we can optimize by these stiffness factor. Now let me demonstrate what I mean by the stiffness factor. Is these are the values that you are getting from the wheel collider, and you want to multiply the sideward friction to 0.02, I guess. Okay, now let's check here. As you can see, we have a lot more friction. Now basically, I just multiply it to a value which is below 0.1. If you set it to 1, you will get the maximum amount of value that the wheel can obtain from these values. Okay, now let's move on to the scripting, and I'm going to tell you what effect we're trying to achieve. Is we're going to apply the handbrakes, and our car will going to slip for a while and then going to stop. Okay, so this will going to add some more realism to the car. Currently, when we run our game and apply brakes, the car just stops and doesn't do anything. So okay. So let's move on to our car script and create some private variables. Now I'm using private variable because we are not going to access it from the other scripts, and we don't want to see it in the inspector. Okay, so private variable, this is going to be, let's say, my side way friction. This is going to be an update float. End of the statement. I'm going to copy this thing. I'm sorry if I'm going real fast because this video is a bit long. Okay. This is going to be my forward friction. Okay. Let's copy this one. I'm going to name to slip. And this one is also going to be slip. Slip. Okay, now we're going to call a function on this one, and it's going to be set values, and this is going to be a function. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create a function right under the start function. Function set values. Now we're going to set these values. Okay, so my side with friction. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is to catch this value because we're going to change these two values. Yeah, I'm doing it just right. Okay, so we're going to call these two. We're going to change these values in real time, and to get the slipping effect. Okay, so set values. Yes, this one going to fix it. Okay, set values is going to be equals to those function set values is wheel rr dot forward friction dot let's say stiffness is going to be equals to this is going to be equals to, and this is not going to be sideways. This is going to be forward, and this is going to be equals to this one. Now I'm going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to paste it right over here, and I'm going to change the forward to sideway, RR forward friction is going to change to sideway friction. Okay. Now we have these two values, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change the slip forward value for slip forward friction and all that. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to paste this value over here, and the slip forward friction is going to be equals to 0.01, and slip sideway friction so we go to 0.01, and this is going to be equal to 0.04. Okay, now let's go on to the bottom, and let's just create a new function, and this function is going to be called as set slip. Okay, now in this function we're going to use parameters. If you have tried C++ or any sort of basic programming, you'll know what you may know what the parameters in a function is. So I'm just going to call these parameters current. You will understand, by the way, what this means in a minute. Current, let's say forward friction. Current forward friction is going to be an update float. The next one is going to be current sideway friction, I guess. I know. Forward. That's why I hate myself. Forward. And this is going to be sideway. Sideway. And float. Okay. Now let's check if we are getting an error or not. Okay, now we are okay. Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the values over here. So we're gonna type some. Let me just go ahead and type the values. Okay, so real RR is real RR dot forward friction dot stiffness is equals to current forward friction. Okay, end of the statement. I'm going to copy this statement, paste it. I'm going to set it to RL copy both of them, paste it, change it. FR. FL. Oh wait, and this is gonna be sideway, by the way. Oh my god, I messed up. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna copy the whole thing. Paste it right over here. And set it to sideway. Sideway friction, and copy this thing. Or paste it just for real quick. Okay, paste. Okay, I'm gonna set this current for friction to current sideway friction. Okay, paste. Okay. Now what are we gonna do is we're gonna call these. We're gonna set these values by calling these function and setting the parameters of them. So this is gonna be easy for us. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find where we have applied brakes. Actually, handbrake. Okay. So handbrake. Okay. So we are here, and here we are applying the brakes. Okay. Now, if we are braked, means we have applied the brake. Set slip, which is a function basically, and now current forward friction and current sideway friction as well. Forward friction, if we are braked, then we want the slipping value. So we are going up. Now I'm going to copy this thing, and then go down again. So we come here. And let's set it to forward friction, and the next thing, sideway friction. Sideway. And the statement. Okay. Now, if we are not applied these brakes, and if we are doing right, then what we're going to do? Else. And set it to my forward friction, my sideway friction, and these values are basically the default values of the wheels. Okay, so let's just give it a try. I hope sure that this will gonna work. So keep your eye on these two stimulus factor. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going. I have applied the brakes. You can see I have a slip going on. Okay. Oh my God, this is a very too much slip. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna set the mass to 1.5, I guess, so that I will have some more decent acceleration. Okay. I guess I have added some sort of really low values. So I'm just gonna go ahead at the top, and I'm gonna set the sideway friction to so let's say 0.022, and this one to 0.01. Okay, now let's check it out. Okay, so we are going, and we are going to apply the brakes. Should we stop? Okay, so we have successfully changed the values. We're not catching it. Okay, so I'm going to set it to 1. Okay, so let's give it a try again. So as you can see, we have successfully changed these values, but we have problems of setting these things equal to each other. Okay. I'm going to set it to 0.04. Set it to, let's say, I'm going to set it to, let's say 0.002, I guess, yeah, that should be right. And then I'm going to go down a bit, and as you can see, we have this value over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create an if statement let's say rigid body dot velocity dot magnitude is greater than 1, then execute this statement. Else set it to maximum friction, which is 1 and 1. Okay, it should be working over here. Okay, now what this means, if we are going down the rigid body value, which is basically if we are going down with the 1 with the magnitude of 1, then set the values to then set the maximum friction on, so that we're going to stop after a while. And now what we're going to do, we have these values over here. Now I'm going to set that as a third value to let's say 2000. I'm going to set it to 3123, and let's give it a try. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna set the I'm just gonna set the back wheels on. So I'm gonna disable these one, disable this one. Front wheels, I'm gonna disable this one, and this one. Okay. Now let's test it. Okay, welcome back, guys. I just ran out of the space, so I have to delete something, then the recording can resume. Okay, now let's test our game. As you can see, I'm going, and this time I'm gonna press space, and you can see what happened. You can see, this is the effect that I wanted to achieve. And now what I'm gonna do is, last time what we have done is that we have added, where is that thing? Break. Okay, here we are. Okay, so as you can see, last time what we have done is we have added brake torque onto the rear wheels. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to add this brake to the forward wheels. I'm going to set it to FR and set it to FL. Now let's just check it out. Okay, now let's see. We are going. We apply some brakes. You can see? Great. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to set the brake torque to 0 as we're going to leave this thing because we have to do this. Okay, so now what we're going to do, if we are not braking and else, then what we're going to do, we're going to set the maximum brake torque to 0. Okay, now let's just go ahead and I'm going to hit play. And you can see, now I'm going, and now I'm going to hit space and you see what happened. Okay. Now I have a stopped car and an awesome slip. Okay, now what I wanted to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to play with these settings till then I get my effect I want. So I'm just going to pause the video and I'm going to test it out and I'm going to tell you what settings you could have. Okay? Okay guys, so I have found the value that is good for me is the sideway value is to 0.08 and the forward value is to 0.04. Okay, now let's just, I want to share what effect I got over here. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to speed up my car, I'm going to press the space and you can see what is going on. Okay, now what we're going to do in our later episodes is we're going to add some smoke, skid marks, and some sound of again, I run out of the space, that's why this video could happen. Okay, so in our later episodes we're going to add skid marks, the smoke, skid sound, and engine sound that we're going to make our car really look cool. And if you have any problems with this code, you can always contact me on my YouTube account. And one more thing I want to tell you is, remove this code first. Okay. Well, I want to tell you is, that do not comment. Do not comment to ask your problems. Please personal message me from now on, because sometimes comments are not send it to my inbox, and that's why sometimes some things may messed up. Okay, so again a video cut. Okay, so if you have any problems, you can send me a personal message, and make sure you have set in the values, external value and asymptotic value to 3000 and 2000 in side reflection. And I'm thinking of a Facebook page, which is going to be our Facebook page, where you can ask problems to me directly on Facebook. So if you're thinking that we should have a Facebook page, you can tell me either on comments or personal message me, and I'll make a Facebook page, which is going to be our Facebook page, where we can deal with our problems. And I hope that you like this video. If you have any problems with this video, you can always ask me. And thanks for watching. It's been like 21 minutes, and I'm just talking and doing some sort of scripting. If you didn't understand the stuff, ask to me. And yeah, thanks for all the support that you are giving me, and I'll catch you in my next episode. Thanks, guys. And one more thing, keep sending me your tutorial requests, because I'm running out of ideas right now. And if you would tell me what tutorial you want, I'll definitely make. I'll definitely think about onto that thing. And yeah, I'll catch you on my next episode. Thanks, guys.